Welcome to the Key to All of This with Tim and Dylan. What's up, Tim?
Barely hanging in there, but happy to see you.
Why are you barely hanging in?
I'm just joking. No, I'm doing great. I had a great St. Patty's Day, um, and no hangover today, which is miracle considering my Irish genes.
Mm-hmm. Are
But
they
yeah,
green?
I'm happy to be here.
Are your
Very green
Irish
genes.
Irish genes are green?
I
Good.
very leprechaun green.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I I have to plug my computer in. I just realized. But Tim, our topic today is Rose Tico. How about you get it started for us?
Sure. Obviously the show, key to all this, is based on the positive side of Star Wars. And Rose is a prominent figure in the fan base, and not for the reasons that we'd like. I think she, as a character that's been fairly targeted by some negative elements of the fan base, when really she represents kind of a character that we've never seen before in Star Wars. Someone who is literally just a normal soldier in the
Mm-hmm.
rebellion, um, who's not a hotshot, who's not particularly good at anything beyond her job. I mean, she's a great engineer, but
Yeah.
it's not like Han Solo, smuggler, Luke Skywalker, potential Jedi.
Yeah.
Rose went to engineering college.
Yep.
Her resume is not as stellar, but it goes to show that a normal regular person can have a tremendous effect on the outcome of something so big as Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah. She's a very shit on character. Um, well, the actress I think is more shit on for some reason than the actual character. But you said that you had some fun facts that you found out
Yes,
that
I
you wanted to
do.
share. But I agree. I agree with you that it's a good character. She You don't really get someone who rallies the troops and just wants to be a part of it rather than being thrown into it like a lot of the other characters are. You know, Luke's parents are killed and Han Solo's trying to escape from Jabba and basically all these debts that he owes. And Rose Tico's like, "No, I want to fight with you guys. So yeah, let's do this." I
Yeah,
love
and
it.
she's seen the devastation on Hayes Minor up close and personal, and I just think that of the two of her, she's Hayes Minor is a twin planet, which I think is a kind of a fun way to pair her and her sister
Yeah.
um, together. And her sister seems very much more like the type of character you'd expect in a Star Wars film to join in, much more kind of hardcore into the rebellion,
Mm-hmm.
and it's through happenstance where you know Rose was working with Paige up until the very last bombing run, and when
Yeah.
she got reassigned. So it's nice to see that she's not even as good of a rebellion fighter than her sister. But one thing I did want to bring up is this interview that Empire Strikes Back director Irving Kershner said about Star Wars, and he said this about um, the rebellion. They will not do anything in order to win. They will not sacrifice lives. They do not descend to the level of the enemy. That's the difference between the rebels and the empire. It's
Mm.
possible to fight because you love, not just because you hate. So this was obviously taken by Last Jedi director Ryan Johnson in Rose's quote. Not fighting what we hate, but saving what we love. And I think
Yeah.
that's such a great. The layers there are so. A lot of people think that, have said that she's kind of like hastily put in, but I think there's been a lot of thought and like Star Wars philosophy brought into her character that really elevates it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Can you hear my gardener?
No, I see
Okay,
him in
good.
my dreams, but I think that's unrelated. So.
I'll tell him you said hi. Yeah, he's
Please,
like
and tell
he's
us to
right next
leave,
to my office
Michael.
window, and he's
Really?
got a leaf
He's
blower.
tuning in.
So yeah, yeah. I have one complaint about the Rose Tico character, and then I'm going to explain why she's so great on my end. Uh, we don't need Star Wars characters kissing just because there's boys and girls. Luke and Leia didn't need to kiss for obvious reasons. Um, Ben and Ray didn't need to kiss. I know that it.
Ben Kenobi at
Oh
first.
yeah,
What
yeah.
did
Ben
that?
and Ray. Yeah,
Come sit with me
that was
on
in
this
my
log.
dreams. Yeah, you dream of my gardener. I dream of old Ben and Ray, Force Ghost Ben and Ray.
Jedi.
Um, that's my only complaint is the
Yeah.
cheesy line. We save the ones we love, but we're like, you guys aren't in love, and if they didn't kiss, I would have taken that line as I love you as a friend, but because of the kiss, it took away
Mhm.
from me. A lot of her character. Also, what's up,
Yeah.
Peace Blaster? He's joining us again this week. Um,
Howdy.
so I want to explain now why Rose Tico is the only hero in The Last Jedi. She forced Finn to stick around when he was trying to escape. She freed all the fathiers, the horses from the horse race. She wanted people to work together, which is exactly what saved the Resistance and Rise of Skywalker. So she's the reason, basically, that they won because you got to stick together. While Poe led a mutiny on his own people, Rey was selfish and wanted to just train. Luke didn't even show up to Crate, so Rose
Well,
is the
he
only
had the
one.
Zoom call. He had the
What's
Zoom
that?
call in.
Yeah, yeah,
The Zoom call,
yeah. Everything that you just said is wrong, Tim. Um, but if you think of it, she's the only hero of the Resistance at all in The Last Jedi. Everyone's trying to escape. Um, Instead of Leia explaining, "Hey, I trust Holdo, work with her," she just kind of was like, "She's in charge." They don't ever talk about her. And then Laura Dern, Holdo, kills herself for no reason. I've said this before on the show. Why not just have a droid do it? Because they're already reading to see how many life forms are in there, and they're like, "Oh, there's only one," and it's like, okay, well, why not have any, or why have any at all? Just I feel that in my heart,
They would have escaped
Admiral
anyway.
Akbar,
Yes.
yeah, Admiral Akbar should have been the one to do the maneuver. Just a good
Mm-hmm.
send off. He's like Star Wars favorite, and the actor died, so why not just have him be like, "Right, here I go," or C-3PO.
It's a trap,
Yeah, give C-3PO a good send off.
Or get a little gonk droid to do it
Mm-hmm.
and plug him in, and he's gonk, gonk, gonk. It's the pedal to the metal.
Yeah. Could you imagine
So,
a
can you
gonk droid
imagine
sitting? He's sitting in the chair, and his little feet are just doing this because they can't reach the floor, and he's
and
just
there's
like
like a
gonk
tense
gonk.
moment where you don't know if he's gonna hit because he has no arms. He's looking at trash. Sorry.
And Hux just sees him through
Everyone's
through
like,
the big
oh,
telescope,
he
and he's like, what is this? There's a trash bin trying to pilot this flight.
why is the recycling trying to kill? Oh boy,
So
that's really funny.
that is my point with all of this. She was the hero of it. Even heroistic uh, maneuvers, I guess, weren't even in the best interest of anybody. Um, Holdo should have just been like, "Look, this is what I'm doing, Flyboy. Just go with it." Instead of like, "Why are you keeping everything a secret?" Just so the
Yeah,
audience thinks that you're evil. Whatever.
It is a
So
little bit of a misdirect for the audience, so they don't
yeah,
know what happens next. But I think in that case, it's like, from a military standpoint, you have to be like, well, this is what I'm going to do with our only ship to get out of here.
yeah,
Um, I think you'd have to like clear that with everybody. But
yeah,
what I love about Rose is she comes up. Doesn't she come up with like the kind of like the technological way that they can go through undetected in all those little
yeah.
like yeah, yeah,
She
get
just
away.
needs to have Finn get her into the place.
Yeah.
There's your guy, the guy from your dreams.
Oh my God.
He's just watching
So
now.
close, yet so
Uh,
far.
yeah, I don't have pants on too, so it makes everything so much weirder. But also, this is another reason to love Rose. Her sister died, and instead of getting pissy, she thrived and even gave
Mhm.
up her medallion necklace that matched with her sister in order to help everyone. She got it back, but I mean, she was like, no, take it. Go ahead, DJ. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think also like she everything she does kind of is a an homage, not homage, but she does things in her sister's memory.
Yeah.
Like even with the father years, her one of Paige's like wishes was to see a father in person.
Yeah.
And so letting them out is not only to create a diversion, but also it serves a purpose
Yeah.
toward that. And I think that she does everything to honor what she stood for. And
Exactly.
is he just full on putting leaves into a gonk droid?
Well, now his pants are off.
Wow, this is escalating really quickly.
Yeah. He's breathing on the
But
window
this
and then
Star Wars story is
writing
gonna have a
gonk.
twist too. What'd you
Oh,
say?
I said he's breathing on the window and then writing gonk in the fog.
Gonk?
Honk.
Question mark.
Yeah, I'm still very much in love with the thought of a gonk droid sitting in a pilot's chair, kicking his little feet.
And like the John Williams music like rises to crescendo,
Oh,
tense
yeah.
music. Will he do it? Gonk.
Gonk of the Fates. John Williams is going to come
Tool of
back
the Gonk.
specifically for Gonk, a Star Wars story. I'm all about that.
the bad gonks.
hmm Yep, that's what it is. Life just comes down to good and bad gonks. Rose Tico. So, because of the fan backlash in The Last Jedi, you've got a very limited role in Rise of Skywalker.
hmm
Instead of hugging Finn, she hugs Chewbacca
Yeah, she hugs
after
Chewbacca
the
at the
battle.
end, yeah.
So they really
Like, are
didn't
they
want us to
together?
remember. What'd you say?
Like, did she full on black out? Like, was this like a, like a drunken night out for Rose?
Yeah,
Great, where she just doesn't remember that they kissed, and yeah, because I don't know, but and
hmm
I just think that like it's really unfortunate that their solution was to limit her time, and
yeah,
I think it's like no, they should have doubled down and
yeah,
added, but because she was great. No, I think she was really wonderful.
yeah. She should have, instead of having a limited role where it's just like, here they come, and like that's it, and then hugs Chewbacca. At least, if you're gonna cut this character out, at least give her a larger position in the Resistance, for there to be a reason for her to not be a
Yeah,
part
the
of the main
engineering
group.
course. She
Yeah,
literally is like I don't know. She's like a professor now. Like
yeah.
I don't know.
Professor, Doctor,
Yes,
both of them.
at the same time.
Yep.
One's honorary. I won't tell you which one's which.
hmm Yeah, she received a little letter in the mail. We would like
You've
for
been
you to.
selected to DeVry
Yeah,
University.
yeah. Well, she already graduated ITT Tech, so yeah. So honorary doctorate in family medicine.
There's so many weird NYC subway advertisements, and one is like you could tell like it was like done very hastily and without
Mhm.
like a marketing person involvement. This guy's like, my two sons went to IT school. Now they both make $120,000. Like, you gotta do this. Like, and there's no pictures of their sons. It's like a stock image. It is so funny, and just like you, I don't know. I just feel like that's the
You don't know me, but
cool.
trust me.
Trust me, you gotta do this. Like typos
Go to
everywhere.
my school.
Go to MySpace.
I'm John DeVry. Come to my school.
Johnny D.
Good old Johnny D. That's fun. I thought you were going to have a Star Wars reference.
No,
Yeah,
no Star
the
Wars
stuff in
reference.
New York City.
And
Yeah,
then the
that's
ghost of Ben kissed it in the
yeah.
subway.
Ooh, that must have been a ray of light.
I
I
was
hate
so low.
myself. Do you have anything else with Rose Tico?
No, that pretty much covered it. I think she's a great character.
Let's say in we get 10. We are getting 10. Star Wars 10, and Rose is in 10. Do you think she's going to be part of the resistance, even if there is one? I would assume there's going to be a resistance and they're going to build themselves up, and it'd be very nice to have an opposite situation where you have a good guy among their ranks who just becomes bad, kind of like the opposite of Finn. It would also be nice to see Finn be bad. If you guys want to find out more about that, watch our old episode. I believe it was the first
I
one that
am.
we did. We talked about Star Wars Episode 10 and why Finn should be the villain in that. But I would like to see Rose return, and I just don't know what kind of role. I think maybe she would have to be like a general or something, fleet commander.
Yeah, or maybe she's returned to Hayes Minor and you know is there
Finishes
with
her
her family,
MBA.
with her pet father.
Hmm. With her
No,
mother-in-law
I
and
am your
father.
father.
We did it.
Yep,
We officially did
nailed
it.
it. We nailed
We've ruined this show.
it. It finally happened.
Yep. So we are going to be taking a break next week because I'm going to Mexico. And then hopefully we'll return the following Monday. Not completely sure yet because it is. I'm trying to find April 1st. Yeah, let's come back for April 1st. We'll do a maybe we do a fun April Fool's episode.
Oh, I like that idea a whole
Yeah.
lot.
Well, follow us on social media at tktaot. It is down below under my beard. And yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's watch.tktaot.com. And we do this live every Monday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Send us off,
May the
Tim.
force be with you, Dylan.
And also with you, Tim.
Aw,
Aw, thanks.
dang.
You're welcome. Goodbye. DeVry.
DeVry.